Hello there traders, and welcome to another update on the market. For today I decided to cover British pound versus US dollar. I will speak about the gold market, crude oil and Bitcoin versus US dollar. I will start with the pound versus US dollar first. So basically British pound is in a strong downside cycle. As you can see on the 4-hour time frame, we're having the strong down cycle. And I expect further downside movement. We basically having some consolidation here. Market made some divergence here. We got a bull divergence. Market reacted upside all the way to 1.2405. And now basically we have the consolidation. So from my perspective, if we can clear this low, this pullback low at 1.2300 mark, we can open the door for lower prices. I don't see any kind of the change in the trend or something like that. For me, I still expect lower prices, and the next pivot level to watch is at 1.2085. So that's basically next pivot level based on the weekly time frame. So I still expect lower prices. The confirmation will be if the pound can clear 1.2300 mark. So definitely watch for further selling opportunities on the rallies on this currency pair. Speaking of the gold market, basically we had pretty much what we expect. Market resold and retested this 1851 zone. It got some reaction here, and now basically this will be the key area to watch. From one side we have a recent swing low which can act like resistance at 1867, and from other side we have a key pivot low at 1850, right? And we are right now in between. Basically I would like to see the further downside. Okay, the trend is absolutely to the downside, but to confirm even further downside and bigger drop, I would like that the goal to clear the 1850 level, and then to eventually open the door for much lower prices. For example, 1820 can be in the play. We spoke about that in my previous forecasts. Or basically 1790 level can be also in the play. But only if we start to clear 1850, right? So for now, it'll be basically it's a consolidation. We had a reaction from buyers, watching for potential break of 1850, and if we have a follow through, then we can expect lower prices on the gold. So watch for that downside cycle. Speaking of the crude oil, yesterday we spoke about this beautiful contraction, consolidation, 2-day consolidation at the top, and that resulted in sell-off. And we marked yesterday basically levels at this stage that there's probably objectives based on this contraction in case of the downside breakout, and we basically cleared 102 and 100.50, and now we basically got reaction to the upside. So far this the whole area looks like a very flat. If you put like a line here, basically market just oscillating around. So the mid long-term regime is basically very flat. But most recently we had this downside breakout, an initial downside impulsive move, and we will need to see now the thing to watch is basically we have a rally right now, the price reacting from this 100.50 level, but it will be interesting to see if the price can if the price will start to lose upside momentum, for example, and start to decrease in the power. For now we still have the rally, but if we start to decrease in power, make some exhaustion on the way up today, we can still see another downside lag and maybe even lower prices in that sense. So if we treat this like ABC, then there is a potential for another downside lag. But for now, buyers are in control today and this morning, so we'll need to see for how long they will be in control. And if they keep with a good momentum, and so they can even enter to the previous consolidation and back to retest the 106.60-50 area. But because of the way how we went lower, this was quite an impulsive move to the downside. I will definitely watch to see if there is a decrease in the power in the rally, and then for another maybe a retest of 150, and then eventually try to test 97 area or 95.50. And for that, for that, we have a Bitcoin. Basically, we noticed that days ago that Bitcoin is breaking this key consolidation. We also have a follow through. It was a big drop yesterday. Market went all the way to 30,000 mark, and this is basically this 30,000 mark was the area that we were watching, and that I suggested yesterday that we can eventually test. We still didn't break key pivot levels. Key pivot low on the weekly time frame is 28,790. So we just entered this June, July 2021 lows, cluster the lows, and we got reaction some. We got some reaction today. So we'll see what the market will do. So a further breakdown, right? And if we clear this 28,790, this can really open the door for even price to back to 20,000 mark. But this will be the key level to watch, and basically based on how we behave around this, we can build our directional expectation. Because for now we just got test and reject so far. If we check, for example, 4 hour, we see that momentum is still very high, but we see also increase in the range, right? The range of the bars, we see the increase of the range of the bars. So something, there is a much bigger volatility and much wider size of the bars relative to the previous one. So we are basically experiencing very, very high volatility, and I will definitely, if on the way up, I will need to see decrease in the power for the potential downside continuation, which is not case yet, and we'll see. It's a still strong down cycle. I don't see any kind of reversal, so I will expect the price to eventually try to test 28,800 mark. That'll be all for this update, guys. I hope that you did enjoy. As always, trade safe, and have a good day, and see you tomorrow morning.